What's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys a recap on Fate Zero, which is on episode 3. Now, this episode right here, I guess it finally starts the war, but last week did start the war because two servants were going at each other, but it's too bad one of the servants, of course, Assassin, it was named, got killed. But apparently, that's a different story to say, which is a little minor spoiler ahead. Well, those of you who watched Fate Zero should already know about it. Anyways, at the beginning of the episode, we have to it that Tokiomi talks to his hero that he summoned, and he ends up naming him King of Kings or King of Heroes, whatever you want to call it, Gilgamesh. So there's no need to hide his name anymore in this series. Yay! Anyways, when it comes to the talk between the two, it seems a little tense, but only because Gilgamesh is very strong, and we all know that. And this servant right here is an archer class, which is revealed by Tokiomi of having independent action, you know. And it seems like to me that Gilgamesh is annoyed with the fact having to see that Tokiomi like set him up to do this kind of like plan or mission. But Tokiomi thanks him for helping out, and he says that you like to see this modern war to your liking. But Gilgamesh, on the other hand, says, dude, this place is terribly ugly, no doubt about that, but I can enjoy it in many ways to one. And he also warns Tokiomi, look, if I don't find any treasure here that suits me for my collection, I'm gonna make you regret ever summoning me and making me waste my time coming here. You get that? And Tokiomi says, no need to worry, my king. There is the holy grail that could be to your liking. And Gilgamesh says, that is up to me to decide that. Oh, man. And freaking like Gilgamesh says, for now, I'll play along with your schemes. So I'll leave the details to you, Tokiomi. And therefore, we have to it that things were starting to go through as planned. And of course, there's a scene between Waver and Ryder, of course. While Ryder's like relaxing, he doesn't care much about Assassin at all. But he asked Waver about how did Assassin get killed. And Waver asked this other question: Can one servant have more than just one noble phantasm? And Ryder explains there is a possibility, but like when it comes to certain noble phantasms, that usually represents a legend to the heroic spirit in the end. You do realize that, right? And therefore, after much going obliged, he decided to explore a little bit more, you know? And of course, like when it comes to like Kira Kotomine, which apparently he's taking refugee in the church since his assassin gotten killed. But apparently, which I think behind the scenes, the first time I watched it, there was multiple assassins on Kira Kotomine's side, which is to my shock and surprise. Although I did do a little research and so forth a long time ago, possibly this year as well, that this thing is related to someone in Heaven's Sphere or something. Just a little minor spoiler ahead. Though I never saw the real thing in person, you know? So that's a good thing. Anyways, as the episode continues, of course, Kira Kotomine is taking refugee with his assassins, apparently. Like multiple ones, which is to my freaking shock the first time I watched when I was a kid. And Iris Spiel and Saber arrives right on time in Fuyuki and Iris Spiel explains how like she's the first time on like on having to visit a city, you know? And as for Kiritsugu, he arrived just on time to talk to Maya, you know? And apparently Maya does explain like everything else about Assassin's death and so forth. After all, Kiritsugu does have his weaponry and army ready for battle for the war. And, of course, we have to it that, as the episode continues, you know, like, there was one thing that he is questioning about, like, Assassin's death or something, since Tosaka Tokiomi did this on purpose for letting everyone to look at. Maya was also concerned about it, too, for a reason or purpose. So Kiritsugu asked Maya, I want you to have a familiar set on the church for now. There's something that's bothering me for a bit, and it's really annoying me, you know? And we have to it that there's one weapon, to my surprise, like that Kiritsugu has, you know? And I'll be honest with you, when I first time watched this, behind the scenes by the way, it it looked like an old weapon kind of thing. Very old modern weapon, which I never understood carefully at all. But later on, it all makes sense as the series continues. As I continue watching the series. 2 years ago, by the way. Those of you who are brand new to the channel. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, we have to it that Kiritsugu was concerned about to see to it that he managed to reload in 2 seconds. But at the same time, when he tells Maya that Ilias feels a little bit much more light, is way more light than this, like not so heavy, like something that he could take care of or lift up easily, you know. And we have to it that Maya tells him like don't focus on anything else and focus what's in front of you, and she kisses him. You know, as a first timer behind the scenes, by the way, when I saw that scene, I'm thinking in my mind, is Kiritsugu really cheating on his wife right now? No, it's like, yeah, this is like 2 years ago when I watched this, a long time ago, and I'm thinking in my mind, what the hell's going on here, you know? What the hell? But this is because, like, when I decide to look into it, I understand why, like, Kiritsugu is doing this and so forth, which I would not say here, apparently. And, of course, like, there is a talk between Irisfield and Saber about their times and so forth, seeing how Saber does not like the sea or something. Does not like the sea because that's where her enemies came at her on her homeland, you know. And of course, like Saber just asked a question to Irisfield, like wouldn't you want Kiritsugu to like escort you around the city? And Irisfield's like, as much as I can, but I won't be able to do that. And Saber asked like why does he not like to spend time with you? And she goes like, Irisfield responds back in reply that Kiritsugu is this kind of person that finds happiness painful. And you know, if you guys watch Fate Zero or even looked into Kiritsugu a lot, you may understand why. And of course I understand. Although like didn't really get much of the glimpse of it, or did not even look into it the first time I watched on Fate Zero 2 years ago, you know? And we have to it that that there's someone that's waiting for them like 100 meters away, which Irisfield and Saber decides to like take on to his offer. Ryder and Waver arrived on time to watch the show, and of course, like when we have to that this person was like, you know, I've been waiting for someone to arrive at my challenge and invitation, and everyone is just hiding into the shadows or into the little holes. You, brave one, has responded to my invitation in a brave manner. So you must be Saber by any chance? And she says, yes. And you must be Lancer? And Lancer therefore complies and says, you know, it's a shame that we can't really like reveal our names because of those stupid rules, you know? So I look forward to like how this is gonna go. Lancer prepares his fighting stance while Saber in her tuxedo transforms into her battle armor and sword, you know? Or something. Although it's a little like obvious that it is a sword because she's Saber and so forth. And therefore Irisfield tells Saber, I can only heal you and heal you but as backup, nothing more. And Saber says, leave this to me, you know? I'll take care of Lancer, but be wary of the master because he's hiding in the shadows somewhere, you know? So so Saber prepares her first battle with Lancer in the 4th Holy Grail War. So, looks like to me nothing much going on here and there, but just a preparation, slow preparation that is, up to that point. So, yeah, those of you who are brand new to my channel or something, or never keeps up with my channel as often, I'm just doing this for fun, just to prep up for next year's Fate Stay Night's Heaven's Feel, you know? The first part of the movie, that is, if anything. And this is just like for fun and preparation, and just certain memories that I could give you guys, certain behind the scenes the first time I watched it 2 years ago. So if anything else, that's about it, people. I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-doo.